Hey guys, it's Daniel Dessinger again from searchmatters.com. Today we are looking at seagrovebaptist.org. This is the first church website we've looked at on a mobile screen, but today will be the first, and we want to take a look at whether or not the organization accomplishes their goals on a mobile device. So here we are on the home page, and the first thing I notice, besides the obvious logo and hamburger menu, which is the three lines at the top right, is I see this giant white space down below the photo with a directions button. And I scroll, and there's nothing but gray space beneath. That is an awful lot of white space, but I tapped the directions button, and it opens the Maps app. So now I can see where the church is located. Now, that is not what I was hoping to do. I was hoping to learn more about the website first. But if I'm just strictly taking what the website is offering me as an indication of their priorities, we have clear information here. They want to love God, love people, make disciples. They're going to do that by telling you that on 9 a.m. Bible studies and 10 a.m. worship. And to get there, you push the directions button. You press that button. Anything else you want to know about this church, you have to tap this little navigation up here. And then we have an about section. And the about in blue, these are all the sub links, subcategory nav. Below about, our team, core beliefs, location, calendar, plan a visit, about Seagrove. They have a calendar of events, which was also located up here. So that's a little strange that that's duplicated. Let's just take a quick look for the sake. So here's a calendar. I'm going to go back to the menu. And if I go down here and tap calendar, then we have calendar, baby dedication, Wednesday night dinner, calendar. That's a lot of calendars. So under this calendar, there are items. There's a Bible study worship. So we have some things marked. Now if I go back to calendar, and tap that one, and I see the same thing. So somehow they ended up entering calendar too many times. But baby dedication, let's see. So we have a little bit of information about that. The next date, well, actually, this says July 16th. So here you have, when you have a static page that has a current event scheduled, and then that's passed, and we're now in October at my recording. So that's July to August, September, 3 months. This is a 3-month-old announcement. It's still on the website. So that the impression that gives a visitor is that this website is not updated often. So the chances of you finding out new information about what's going to happen in the future here at this church is not likely, because this tells me they don't update it very often. So I'm less likely to come back here and look for updated info. So that was a missed opportunity. Wednesday night dinner. Let's see if that has a date on it. That's loading. Okay, Wednesday night dinner sign up. Don't really understand that. Maybe it's a community dinner, I guess. So I guess you can sign up to participate in their Wednesday night family dinner, and you sign up with your name and a date and how many people. So that gives them the ability to prepare. I'm going to keep going down. Let's just check out their give section. I'm expecting this to be some way to tithe online. Give to Seagrove. So you can make a donation here. I just want to see what that opens. So it opens a third-party app, giving.ncsservices.org. And here you have the ability to make a donation. Okay. And then click here for questions. What does that open? Okay, it's just a document on Amazon servers. Ministries. So they have nursery, preschool, children's ministries, student ministries, adult, discipleship, worship, prayer. Under mission, whoa. So they support a lot of different things. The Anchorage Children's Home, Compassion International. If it says 2023, that sounds a little bit like a missions trip. Yep, there's a Costa Rica mission trip. So, I was on missions. Just scrolling through there. Serve Ukraine. Okay, resources. What do they have? They have a newsletter. They have a newsletter request. I don't understand that. So that is a page that's incomplete. All right. Monthly newsletter. Join the newsletter list. Where does that take you? That takes you to a dead page, so you cannot sign up for the newsletter. You could potentially view the current newsletter. They have it hosted on Amazon. So right now, there is not a way to sign up for the newsletter. That's a really big problem. So one of the primary goals of this website is going to be to get people to subscribe to the newsletter, I would think, because then they have your information. They can contact you for any kind of events. They can follow up with you, ask you, kind of make a connection with you, with the hopes that by making that connection, you might come and participate in a service on Sunday someday. But it doesn't work. Nominations, I just got to see what that is real quick because that form is not accepting. So that's a dead page. So we have multiple dead pages that don't work. Discovery class is mentioned twice. And that should be unnecessary. You should only need one. I'm going to click both of them just to see. So that... Yeah, these are the exact. So we have some unnecessary duplication in the navigation, and we have some dead pages that are or old pages that are not offering up-to-date information. Activity schedule form. So if you'd like to request the usage of the facilities, it's interesting that they feel the need to have that online. Guess that they must have people often needing to use the facilities. Medical release form, children's church check-in. That's important when people drop off their kids. So here's a way to do that online. And let's see what else we have. Contact. I just want to quick see the contact page. So they have office hours, physical address, and mailing address, phone, email, and maps. Okay. Watch live if you expect to have that. I want to see previous services if they actually have thumbnails, since there's some things broken. Just curious to see what they actually have. So there's a note. Well, okay, it did briefly tell me there were no services available, and then they loaded. So now we have Wednesday night Bible study, Sunday morning worship, Wednesday night Bible study, Sunday morning worship. So 2 times a week they are posting videos. Okay. And going into about, let's see, just the team. Let's see if they have leadership listed. Okay. Little summaries. That's good. And then I'm curious if they have a story here. Oh, yeah. Early 90s. That's cool. I think every church, every organization should have a history page, because it gives a lot of unique flavor and personality to a brand, for you to be able to track in history the development and evolution of that brand, whether it's for a church, nonprofit, or a for-profit corporation. All right, so back to the homepage, which I'm not even sure. Okay, here's another thing. I'm tapping on the top logo, and it does not open the homepage. It is expanding or increasing the font size, but I cannot get back to the homepage, which means I open the navigation, and there is not a homepage link, except maybe, let's see here. No, plan a visit. What exactly need you to do to plan a visit? So that's just directions. That's not really planning a visit, and you already have location. So this is duplication here. You have, how do I get out of here? Is there a back button? There's not. All right. So we have a location button and plan a visit, which is unnecessary. They duplicate the same thing. Core beliefs, I expect that. We have statement of faith. Okay. All right. I understand that. Did I look at just the about? Is that a... Okay. So I had to hit about to get back to the home page. That is not intuitive either, so I would not have actually known that. So not that there's anything actually very useful on the homepage, but if I wanted to navigate back to the homepage, I have to just experiment to know that this top about link takes me there. All right, so there's a lot going on this website. I just want to point out that I don't have any affiliation specifically with this organization, but I was aware that it existed, so I decided to check it out. This is my first time viewing it. And I would say the three largest issues that I see here that it's low-hanging fruit that can be improved fairly easily. Number one, that the homepage doesn't really offer any content except for a giant button over white space. And that is a lot of empty white space, and I think more information should be presented immediately on the homepage. Secondly, there are links that are dead or outdated, and then there are links that are duplicate, like location and plan a visit. So all that together, I have some questions as a first-time visitor as to whether I can even come to the site to get updated info. If I really am invested in finding out information about this organization, I would likely go to Facebook instead and track that to see if they are posting in real time when there are announcements and new events, because I don't have a ton of faith that I'm going to get up-to-date info on this website. I hope that's helpful, because if you make those changes, if you fix the links, you remove old data, and you only have up-to-date events, you dynamically swap out those banner images so that it's always talking about a coming date for an event, and you fill the homepage with useful information, then you're likely to get somebody to engage. You can guide them into a process. Right now, the only thing you're going to guide me to based on this website is I could get directions to the church. And that's it. That is the only action that is going to happen by me visiting this website. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below.